Hi, everyone. It's Dominic from the MS Guide, and thanks very much for joining me. As patients, we hear a lot about research. We want to be involved in research, but oftentimes what happens in research and the whole other side of it is a bit of a mystery to us. We just hear research and clinical trials. But I'm really pleased to tell you that we're joined by Dr. Ruth Giraldes from Oxford. Now, Oxford is, I think it's the top university in the world, and Ruth heads the research department. And what they're doing at Oxford is a really cool thing where they're taking their explanation of research out to the MS patients and then running a whole day on it. So I know it's on Saturday, the 8th of March, but Dr. Giraldes, welcome. And please tell us more about this.
Sorry, I was in mute. Apologize.
That's all right.
Thank you so much, Dominic, for supporting us as usual. You've been collaborating in research for many years, and we're very grateful that you are supporting the MS Patient Information Day that we are organizing on the 8th of March. Mm-hmm. So the MS Trials Unit has a long history in supporting research, and we participate in many of the important trials that led to the approval of drugs that are now available for people with MS. And this year is quite special because, first of all, we will also pay tribute to Matt Craner, who was our lead. And I've invited two very good friends and collaborators that worked with Matt very closely. So Professor Nikos Evangelou from Nottingham, and also Professor Paul Matthews, who are going to share their views on how Matt contributed to research, both from the basic research perspective, but also the clinical perspective. And
Ruth, can I interrupt you a sec, please?
Yes,
sorry.
Of course, definitely.
I just want to say, because I completely agree, I took part in trials there. And when I was on the Tecfidera trial, guess who was my research doctor? It was Matt. And I'm riding across Canada, as you know, partly because of my whole conversation with Matt, because he rode his bike across America and loved it. So anyway, you just made me smile. I cut in because, yeah, Matt was a wonderful doctor. And I don't know anybody who had a bad thing to say about him. He was lovely.
Yes, he was he was very inspirational, and I think we miss him very, very much. And I think we want to show that we are continuing his work. And one of the things he wanted to promote research and to get patients involved. And he also contributed for women in research. And the 8th of March is International Women's Day, and we will have several women also sharing what their participation in research has been. We'll have Dr. Messina talking about research in imaging. We'll have Kate Atfield, who's doing a lot of immunology work. So there will be a lot of information to show what we are doing and promoting in Oxford. There will be some people from Dr. DeLuca's group also sharing some of the research that they are doing. And I think it will be a very good opportunity to see what trials have been done and what's the pipeline that we will support for the future. So if you're interested,
hey,
sign up and Dominic will send you all the
I'll
details,
put all the links in the description
below,
and everything.
But it's going to be on the 8th of March. We have limited spaces, but still we can host a high number of patients. But, please sign up for that day. And once more, Dominic, I'm very grateful for all your support.
It's my pleasure.
And I
Ruth,
hope to see
can
you all
I just say to everybody, if you're watching this, everyone's all over the world who watches the MS Guide, but this is near Oxford in the UK. And I just think it's fun to show that there is a research team that's trying to take the research from behind the sort of closed doors and out to the public and the patients. But that's why we're doing this. But I'm really, really sorry that you can try and sign up, but unless you can get to Oxford on International Women's Day on the 8th of March, you're going to have a really hard time. And so, but if you do want to come and say hi, then we'll both be there. That'd be lovely. But Ruth, thank you so much for taking the time to join. I just wanted to make a short video to promote this for people. So
Thanks, Dominic.
Can you just, before we go, can you pick your one thing that you think will be the highlight of the whole day in research?
Well, I think we'll talk about some of the trials that we participated recently that have shown positive results, and that's a trial in secondary progressive MS, non-active secondary progressive MS, and we're very proud that we participated in the trial. So I think we will highlight that, and we also show what are the other trials that we are going to be able to offer for people with progressive disease in our unit. So I think those would be the most highlights. But we also show a bit of how people, what they've been contributing with their blood, their clinical data, and what sort of other hypotheses to try and understand MS progression, and so what's been the work that we've been doing in Oxford, more from the basic point of view.
Do you know what I hear coming through is more of a focus on the secondary stages of the disease, and many people I know with secondary MS in various forms often feel really left out because everything seems to be focused around the relapsing, remitting, the newly diagnosed. And I think it's really brilliant that people have to keep living with the disease because it doesn't go away, are getting some attention as well. So again, that's super duper.
Yeah, and the other thing that we will do is that also to get patients' feedback, and so also to help us, have the plan our future work in alignment with what the community around us wants. So the patient will also have the opportunity to give their views on what they think it would be important for us.
So a legitimate chance to get your voice heard as well as just being told things. Yeah, Ruth, that's exactly. Oh, by the way, folks, I've been before. There's tea, coffee, sandwiches. There's all that kind of nice stuff. So
there will be lunch, yes, yeah. And coffee breaks, and lots of parking space around. So
yeah.
And we have our amazing nurses that some of you already know, and you'll be supported. So there will be people supporting anyone that needs, people. Yeah.
Obviously for MS, I was surprised at the amount of walkers one day. And it was funny, people are people. Doesn't matter if you've got MS or not. There's two people with their walkers jammed trying to get through the door in front of each other. And I thought, it's just human nature. Anyway, Ruth, I look forward to seeing you anyhow. And guys, if you can do it, don't forget the links below. Sign up via the link. You can't just turn up. Well, you could, but there may not be a place. So, and there might not be any food for you.
Sign up.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Cheers, Ruth.
Okay. Thank you.